I've had a lot of people ask me about starter kits. This particular variety is Fukien Tea, the little leaf variety. These are all seedling grown, about 2 or 3 years old. Cute little trees, but the beautiful thing is even the tall ones, they're all still flexible. Some of these, like the 3-year-old batch, are starting to really get nice trunks. So I think these would be fantastic to have a little starter kit where you could get a sweet little tree like this that we usually retail for $15 to $20 depending on the size of the trunk and the age. What I wanted to do today was take one of these little cute little starters and wire it up and shape it and put it in a pot. Show you what you can get. I went through and looked at all the trees, and this one was really consistent as to what kind of quality we have right now in 1-gallon pots. Again, these are about 3 years old from seed. Nice little Fukien Tea, and I'm going to show you what I would do with it once I received something like this. We're going to start some movement. We're going to get it wired up, and we're going to start the branches. And then I'm going to put it right in a pot because you're going to receive a pot. Most of the pots are going to be around 6 inches. This is a good rule of thumb, but there's different sizes and different shapes. But you'll get something along this line. Take a look at which branches I have to work with, the final height of the tree, where it's going to be. You can take some off now and take some off later. That'll help thicken the base up a little bit faster. You're also going to receive lengths of wire. You're going to start with 1.5, 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, and 2.5 millimeter. You'll get lengths of each one of those. The first thing I'm going to start off with is take the thickest wire and to wire the trunk and start giving it some movement. The wire will stay on for 3 to 6 months, depending on how good of a grower you are. At that point, you take the wire off. After I get this guy all shaped, then I put him in my pot. And the reason why is if I wire him up after he's in the pot, after I've just worked on the roots and put him in the pot, it can shift and jostle, and it loosens it up in the pot, and you can have loose air spaces that can hurt your tree down the road. I do this really fast, but there's no rush. This is the fun. When you have little extra sections like this, many times you can use this to tie a screen in your pot. You'll see that. It's kind of how we do it, and we slide it in the hole. Okay, so I've done the basic shaping. I wanted to have some movement. I cut back the top, which was a lot of top, to build paper. I've shaped most of it at its initial shape. We'll let this wire set on for 3 to 6 months. We'll let this grow out and help set the branches. Then we trim them back with a pair of shears, and then we could rewire the tips. You don't wire a tree once. You'll rewire it over and over and over again. That's bonsai. Get comfortable with it. That's how you improve and develop your tree over time. These two tools are your most important tools for bonsai. When we get the screen in our pot, the next thing we do is we take a piece of wire about double the length of the distance of the pot, right? And then we sink it through the wire holes or through the center holes to tie the tree, and we don't want the tree shifting around. Then take it out of the pot. You can see it's very healthy. It's not pot bound, but it has good roots that are starting to circle. The roots are flared out evenly around the base. That's called the Navari, and as this gets older, that'll be more and more impressive. What I did just now is I cut the taproot off because I want to fit into the pot, but I do leave a lot of feeders, and I leave a little bit of the soil that it was in originally. I don't take it all off. Fukien Teas because they like a little bit of soil still around the roots. This is my bonsai soil. This is my shohin mix. You'll get a little bag of this as well. This is a blend. It has lava rock, hadeide, calcinated clay, akadama, a little bit of perlite, no organics. I don't have any organics in my bonsai soil. You put a little pile in the center of your pot. Sink the tree in. You don't put it centered in the pot. You put it to the left or to the right, depending on which angle the center mass of the tree is located. In this case, it's located a little bit to the right, so I put it a little bit to the left. Put the soil in. Use my chopstick to gently make sure that there's no air spaces in and around the new roots. I want the nabari to be visible. Then once the soil is all chopstick in, then I tighten the wire nice and tight, and I hide it underneath the surface of the soil. I smooth the top, make an edge around the edge of the pot so when I water, the soil doesn't wash out. And then I give this a nice watering. You always water till it drains out clear. It's not puddling on the surface, it's going right through. It's very important.